Okay, my first pseudo vlog kind of deal. You can hear my dog screeching in the background. I just don't want him out here for what I'm about to do. I'm gonna have to go into the garage and there's spiders and stuff because we haven't taken care of that or this in a while. By this I mean my old car. This is hard to hold. I don't know how people daily vlog. I'm just gonna walk, I guess, a little bit. First, I guess I'll say what I'm doing. I wanted to document me pulling myself out of the hole. And by the hole, I mean a place of depression, of anxiety, I guess. I don't know. I don't want to use that word because people who really struggle with anxiety and know what it is probably wouldn't appreciate that. Not that I'm expecting many people to watch this. Let me walk by this thing that's very loud so I can get into my backyard with some privacy and walk through a whole web. These spiders are so creative. That's the longest clearance from that thing to the tree next to it, and it got its web all the way across. Damn. So I'm in a weird spot right now. I left my job. I can't even hold this thing. I've left my job, so I have no job right now, and I don't want another one. It sounds kind of weird, but I don't. Let me turn my head around so you're not getting the shadow over the eye effect. But I've left my job and I don't want another one. That's like very lazy sounding. You're like, oh, you don't want another job? No, I don't. So what I'm doing now is documenting where I am so that other people can look upon this in the future, and hopefully when I've made something of myself, I can point at this and say, if you want to know how to pull yourself out of the hole, I don't know how it's done for you, but this is how it was done for me. And I will point you back to this video and all the ones that are hopefully going to come after it. First, let me tell you where I am. That is no job, like $1,000 in the bank account, a lot less actually now. So I'm closing in on 800 bucks. Started like 7 grand and slowly whittled away at it with Amazon purchases and other stuff, and just made it worse and worse. Finally found out how to hold the camera with the other hand. I have a YouTube channel of about 82,000 subs, which I kind of stumbled upon by accident because I just posted a bunch of videos until one stuck. And that was the 8 tips to start killing it in mobile photography video. That video, if you can go back to the other channel, if it's still there while you're watching, hopefully it is. That video netted me like 700 bucks, a couple of accidental sponsorships that I never even took because I'm so lazy, or I was so lazy, and a fan base, a viewer base to watch my videos into the future, which was awesome. But then after that, so I worked at one place at a call center while I was doing that. Then that took off a little bit, left that job. It was a seasonal job. So I wasn't fired, but I also didn't quit. They're basically like, you finish your contract and you're done. I left that and started trying to make videos again. And I just couldn't figure out why it was so hard for me to make videos. I would stop making videos for a while. Sorry. This is my first vlog style video. So if I'm not holding the camera well and stuff, I'm sorry. This is even weird for me to talk to a camera right now, but I'm doing it. I'm doing my best. So anyway, I found it really hard for me to make a video. Like, I knew what to do. I had to sit down and script, figure out an effect that I wanted to make. So a little bit of background. This, hopefully you guys can't hear those birds because this mic should be good, but I don't know. I guess you can look at them. Yep. The channel is a photography channel, and it's called Kenneth Wayne, my first and middle name. And on that channel, I teach people how to do like little effects. I've only done like 7 videos, so it's not much. But I made the 8 tips to start killing at mobile photography, not because I love mobile photography or because I like photography even. I just made it because I figured that that's something I was getting into. And so I just made the video, you can't see my hand gestures. I just made the video because I wanted people to see what I was doing, and I wanted to make something, and I was trying to get big. That's all. I was just trying to get big. And it worked. Like, that video out of nowhere exploded. Like, it went, I remember looking at my phone one day and I looked and it was like, it went from like 10 views a day. And I looked and I've had 300 views in the hour. I was like, whoa, that's really cool. And then it happened every hour. And then all of a sudden I maxed out at like 1,000 views an hour. And out of nowhere, this video that was my first one had like 300,000 views. It's closing in on 1 million now, which is kind of crazy. And so out of nowhere, I decided, I was like, I guess I'm a mobile photography guy now. And I was for a little bit. I would post another video, people would like it, post another video, people would like it, but less and less. My viewership like dropped each video. I realized something, and I had to ask myself a really serious question yesterday, and this is like a year after the channel started. Another bit of background, I've been having a hard time. So after it all blew up like that, I was broke again, and I needed more money. So I got another job. And this is another call center job, paid more, paid the most I've ever made in a job actually, had full-time benefits. It's a great job. Good job. And I quit. Everybody, my girlfriend's dad, my girlfriend was really supportive of it. My friends, everybody was like, don't do that. But I was just so unhappy at the job. And there's another like outside reason that I decided that I wanted to go like on this trip instead of working anymore. And they would have not let me go on the trip like that. There was not enough time that, there's a guy boating over here, staring over here. Oh God. There would have not been enough vacation time for me to go. They wouldn't let me do it. So I just decided to put in my 2 weeks, and I did. I left the company and I went on this trip, and I didn't even have a good time on the trip. It wasn't even fun. This is like the whole reason, the whole problem with my thought process. But anyway, fast forward to now. I've been having a hard time ever since I quit the job. I thought that I was going to get straight into making videos, but I've been having a really hard time creating. Like I go to sit down and script my video and nothing. Like I have to, like, every single word that I write feels like 100 push-ups. Like, you know, like when you feel like stop saying like, you know, when you feel all like a lot of resistance in what you're trying to do. And that hit me. And then I started looking at Casey Neistat and a bunch of other people, and I was like, why am I feeling this resistance? And they're like, if you're feeling that much resistance, it's probably because you don't like what you're doing. And then I had to fight with that being the truth, because I quit my job for this like good job that was paying me a lot, at least $1,000 every 2 weeks. Now you don't even like the thing that wasn't even making you that much money to begin with, that you quit your job for, and it's supposed to be like this big come up story of a guy who quit his job and made a YouTube channel and got successful off of it. And now you don't like the YouTube stuff. So then that kind of put me into the thought process of, what if I don't like anything? I just don't like working, and I should have just stuck with that job. But this is why you're not supposed to look back. And the whole reason I tell you all that is because I have been going and trying to fix everything. I started cleaning up a lot, and I realized that all of my problems kind of stem back from, maybe I should walk around the house. Yeah, why not? All of my problems kind of stem back from my thought process and how I handle things. To start off how I handle things, one, if something gets really like hard or tedious, I stop. I don't think there's a single thing in my life that I followed through with for more than a couple of days. No, that's not true. I'm just saying words. I don't think that there's anything in my life that I followed through with for more than a few months to a year, besides like a job. I've stayed at a job for like a year and a half at most. On top of that, like, I'm lazy a lot of the time. I don't want to get up in the mornings. I've never been a morning person. I've missed my first day of school like 3 years in a row because I just couldn't get up. And my parents, like, they wanted me to get up, but at a certain point they were like, it's on you. I'm walking back by this thing. One sec. I went to college for a while, like a year, and I dropped out because I just couldn't hack it. And I didn't drop out, I failed out. And not because I was trying, but because I was trying to party and do other things, a lot of self-gratifying things. Fast forward to now. And here I am, back at my parents' house. And I don't like the way I look with my hat backwards. Back at my parents' house with really nothing to my name. And I want to make myself into something. So the reason I wanted to give you all that backstory. The reason I wanted to document this and to talk to you being whoever's watching this, is I wanted to document where I've started. So if by chance I do end up making myself something, end up becoming somebody, and if I end up doing something with my life and not becoming a failure this time, I want to document it for a few reasons. One, to hold myself accountable, because now I've got like these videos I'm making every day. So I got to have something for the next one. And now it's bigger than me. Like, I'm making this for other people. So now other people who are like me in my situation have nothing. Like, you've failed a lot. And really a lot of people don't like you because you've been mean in the past. And you want to turn all that around. So now I have other people that are watching this that hopefully I can inspire and teach something and show them the way and change the world that way. By coming out of what this like millennial grave is, like where we go home and go back to our parents' house. We've lost everything. And basically that's the millennial thing to do. Everyone talks about it. Like 70% of millennials live with their parents and they think we'll never make anything of ourselves. I want to be the antithesis to that. I want to have this all documented so they can see that we think deeper than what people think. They think that we're just making these like impulse decisions, but I just think our system is broken. I don't think that I should have to like do this 9-to-5 gig if I really don't want to. And I want to document me climbing my way up the American dream. Two, the second reason I'm doing this is, I kind of put it in the first one. But two, my second reason is to inspire people. I want people to see this and have like a legitimate, like if you ask somebody, like all these successful people, like, how did you do it? How'd you get there? They can tell you all day, all these like inspirational quotes and stuff, but it doesn't help a crazy amount. Like it helps a little bit because like, okay, that's nice. But what if you could literally look at like the ugly downs and the pretty ups too, and the decisions they made throughout, and not copy them, but see their actual story. And it's not glamored up, it's not glorified like in a movie, but it's the real deal, like it's real life. I want to be the first person who does that. I don't know if anyone's done it. And I'm not appealing to an audience here. Obviously vlogs are already on YouTube. So many people want attention, but I've kind of given up on attention. So yeah, so one, I want to document this I want to hold myself accountable. So that's the first thing. And two, I want to inspire others and give people kind of a framework for building something of yourself, taking yourself from zero to hero. I want to do that. So now that part's done. I've told you kind of why I'm doing this. So now let's start with my first set of goals. So this is how it's going to work. I'm going to give myself goals. I'm going to show you something that's broken in my life, something that through years I've come to make myself bad at, or years through like negligence or through bad decisions I've made bad, and I want to fix it. And hopefully me doing that enough will lead me to some kind of success in my life. So first thing I need to work on, coming up on them, this, and hopefully I can do this with one hand. This. All right, folks, meet old Dusty and older Dustier. This is my 2002 Chrysler Concorde with a flat tire and a blown head gasket. It overheats in like 10 minutes if I drive it. This is older Dustier, blown head gasket, bad transmission, also a flat tire. Can you see that? The inside's just completely crap. I haven't driven this thing since 2015. It's 2019 as I'm making this. These are two prime examples of my negligence in life. And my first job is to fix them. I obviously don't have the money. A head gasket on either of these would cost over $1,000. That's just like labor. Parts and stuff would be more. So I'm gonna look it up how to do it online. I have nothing but time. I don't have a job anymore. I don't have like any real responsibilities at all. I help my family around the house, but that's it. I mean, I cut the lawn and stuff like that. So yeah. So if you're in your situation and your car's broken and you can't fix it, maybe don't. And you don't know how, I don't know. But I'm gonna look up, I literally already looked up a video on how to replace the head gasket on this exact engine. I just need the tools. I got enough money for tools, not enough money to have somebody do it. And same thing with this. My grandpa's gonna help me with taking the transmission out because he's a mechanic. That, again, because now like you're like, oh, but you're gonna start from scratch, but you have a mechanic grandpa, how convenient. Well, another thing this is utilizing your resources. You probably have some kind of resource I don't have. Guarantee you do. You might have your own space. That's a huge resource. If you're like in an apartment, even if it's a 200 square foot apartment or less, you have your own space. That's huge. I don't have my own space. But utilize your resources. So if you have something else that I don't, use that. But my Gramps is one of my resources. He knows how to replace transmissions. He just did one like last week. So of course I would ask him to help me replace transmission in this one. And so the goal there is to get both of these cars working. Plan of action is to, one, look at the video for the head gasket and how to replace it, and two, work on it every day. I'm not going to try to do it all in one sitting, because that's how you're going to fail. Trying to do that all in one sitting means like it's going to take me hours and I'm going to be all burnt out and I'm never going to do it again. So instead, let me walk by this thing again. So instead, I'm going to work on it daily since I have time, and I'm just going to slowly but surely get it done. And you'll see all this in the vlog. I'm going to hopefully have multiple videos up with each day I'm taking the Concorde apart, and then eventually when I get to the point where like the radiator's out and everything's done, and then I can take off the heads and I can replace the radiator. Since I'm already gonna have everything apart, I'm gonna replace the radiator. This is, by the way, I have no mechanical knowledge. I do not know how to fix cars. But if I can do this, you can pretty much do anything. So I'm going to take out the radiator, upper and lower radiator hose, and I'm going to remove like the intake manifold, I think that thing's called, like the cover on top of the engine. And I'll show you. Hopefully the car's unlocked. It's in crap condition. It has some stuff that needs to be done with the tires too. Like it makes this knocking noise whenever I turn the tire. It's basically just, it's a 2002 Chrysler Concorde, and this is a 1995 Chevrolet Camaro. The door's locked, so I can't show you. And I don't know where the keys are. More negligence. But I'm basically gonna get everything to the point where it's all okay and be able to drive those cars again. Because out in the country where I live, as you've noticed as I walk around, there's a lot of woods and stuff. If you can't get anywhere, you're done for. So in the future, if I ever do have like anywhere to travel or like anything to do, I won't be able to get there unless I ask my mom for a ride, which is pretty lame. But again, that's utilizing your resources. So if that's what you got to do, that's what you got to do. One thing that I've been working on ever since I got started was making sure, because my room was a mess. It's completely terrible. And what I've done is I've cleaned it up for the most part. I got my desk all set up. You might like the lights, what I've done with my chessboards. Hopefully, where I'm living in the future, I'll be able to use those lights again. What was I even saying before I came in here? Oh yeah, but you need to be able to get places. And if you live in the country. If you're in a city, I would say probably don't get a car. You don't need it. But for me, I need a car because I'm in the damn country. So that's one, get my cars fixed. Two, I need to figure out what I do want to do. I don't know what that is. I need to work on it. I need to get better. I'm going to give myself daily goals, and we're going to work every single day. I think that's the biggest thing for pulling yourself out of the hole, really. Even if you're not doing much, every single day you need to do something. If you're just getting up out of bed, cleaning up your room, do something. Don't just sit there and watch anime like I do. I watch entirely too much anime. Entire seasons in a single day. Not kidding. And they're like, oh, some people in the comments are like, oh, I do that all the time. I'm telling you, I've spent near 24 hours watching anime and then done it the next day. It's not good. And so like resistance, you guys need to read this book. It's by Stephen Covey, I think. It's called The Art of War, or The War of Art. The War of Art. The Art of War is another book on philosophy, I think. But The War of Art, the Stephen Covey talks about resistance. And I'd like to have like an Audible sponsorship one day. But he talks about resistance, and basically resistance comes in many forms, and it's basically anything that stops you from doing your work. And for me, that came in anime, and that came in like, I don't know, cleaning up a lot. Because if you're cleaning up a lot and you have work to do, you're not cleaning because you want to clean. You're cleaning because you don't want to do your work. And if you don't want to do your work, you need to reevaluate what work you're doing and see if there's something else you need to be doing. Then that doesn't mean it's going to be easy. I really have no idea what I want to be or what I want to do. And hopefully, maybe some of you are watching this, and right now I'm out in the world doing stuff, and like I'm almost like a Casey Neistat of sorts or something like that, you know? And you're coming back here and you're watching this video and you're like, holy crap, how'd you do it? And so you'll see that the version of me that you know that's out doing all this stuff used to not know anything. He didn't know anything about what he was doing, or where he doesn't know like where he's at. Right now, he's 23 and he's lost. And hopefully he's at where he is now and he found his way. But I'm the version that got him there. And so if you're the version of you right now that doesn't know where you are, you're not hopeless. You have something. You just got to figure out like what you're doing. So that's it. My goals right now are going to be to, one, fix both cars. so I have them and I can drive places. 2, to get more into exercise so I can be healthy and live longer. 3, I need to be a nicer person. I haven't talked about this a lot. I'm sure it'll come up in future vlogs, but I'm pretty mean. I can be very mean at times. Like, I have a temper, and I think that's a big thing of, like, when you're not satisfied in life, you can be very mean to people. I'm not destructive or violent or anything, but like, just when I'm talking to my girlfriend, we'll be like talking and she'll say a very normal girlfriend thing, and like I'll get very ticked off and like annoyed and angry and ruin the whole evening just because I'm upset. And like, it's not just her, it's with anybody. And I think that comes, like, it shows a deep dissatisfaction with life on the person who's actually doing it. So I need to learn to be nicer. So 1, fix the cars. 2, work out. 3, become nicer. 4, I need to get up early. I'm talking like 5 a.m. Yuck. Like, I need to get up super early. 5, I need to fix my teeth. My teeth are really bad. This is also because of complacency. I just never fixed my teeth. I let them grow to the point where, like, when I was a kid, this is gonna be so gross. When I was a kid, I just never brushed my teeth. And my parents never made me. And I mean, it probably was, I don't even want to say this. I probably went like 6 months or longer without brushing my teeth. I know I did it at least once a year, like when I went to the dentist, but that's about it. And I ate fruit snacks every day. I never flossed or brushed my teeth. Nowadays, I care. Let me show you. Because your teeth, they can kill you. I don't know if you know that, but if you get an abscess in your teeth and they're so close to your brain right here, and it connects to your brain, people have died of not brushing their teeth and doing stuff like that. But I actually care now. Physical manifestation, I've got charcoal activated floss. This stuff's like thread though, like rips. If you have bad cavities, it like rips through your teeth, and it's hard though, but it really does. Since it's a thread-like material, it grabs on the stuff between your teeth and really pulls it out. But you need to be flossing. You can get cavities between your teeth. So if you're on the same path as me, floss every day, no exception, especially if you eat candy or anything like that. And I got myself a really nice toothbrush. This is the Burst. It's a sonic toothbrush. And I got myself a Listerine, which I'm out of because I use it, and nice Arm & Hammer toothpaste. So I'm taking care of my teeth. That's the biggest thing I think I've done, is I take care of myself now. So 1, you need to start taking care of yourself. I need to start taking care of myself. Whenever I'm talking about myself, you can apply it to you possibly. Start taking care of yourself. That's 1 for me. And the rest of everything just falls in line. So take care of yourself, and then from that foundation of you being in a stable spot, start growing things. So okay, and that's I think it's a good first vlog. I'm gonna end it there. This is Kenneth, and that's how I'm gonna name the channel, just Kenneth. Kenneth, on his first vlog, trying to change his life for the better, and to inspire other people to change their lives for the better, and to not be hopeless. Because I think depression sets in when we're like this. When you go home, you don't have anything to do, depression sets in and you get lost. Let's not be lost anymore. Let's grow. Let's do something else. All right. See you in the next vlog. Oh, well, I guess tomorrow when I wake up, I'm going to start vlogging again. I should tell you what this is going to kind of be like. I mean, you're just going to see it, but I'm going to get up, hopefully maybe work out a little bit and work on the cars. And I also want to still, like the channel I talked to you about before, I still want that channel to be a thing. So I'm still going to make a video for that, even though it's kind of grueling to make it. But now I've got like you guys watching, and it drives me a little bit more. Even though you guys, there's not going to be anyone watching this channel. I'm not even going to put like tags on it or anything. I'm just going to give titles and put up the videos, which is not clickable. I know about SEO, but I'm not doing this for views. I'm doing it for me. So yeah, get up tomorrow. We're going to work out. We're going to give ourselves daily goals. And I'm going to achieve those daily goals. I was going to say that I'm going to try, but you know what Yoda said. Okay. Peace out. I don't know how I'm going to do any signing out things, but this is day 1. Kenneth Wayne Fleece, making his life better.